I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com.
What's poppin', y'all? In one of the most unexpected beefs, and by unexpected, I feel like this beef should have happened already or has happened already, and I'm just experiencing deja vu or some alternate universe, is YesJulz and Akademiks. And it's not looking good for YesJulz because she's the one that started all of this and kicked it off. So this started off when Akademiks was giving news about the album, the Cardi album. He got to listen to it early. Cardi played him a bunch of extra tracks. Some of the stuff didn't end up getting on there, like the Justin Bieber record and these other records, including him saying that he believes that Pierre Bourne may be on there because he heard Cardi shout out Pierre Bourne, but he's not sure. Regardless, one of the statements that he made was that, Kendrick might be creative directing it. I think he said Kendrick's creative directing it and he's a feature. That's why the song with Drake isn't on there. And Playboy Cardi's frequent collaborator and producer Filthy said the following: Kendrick fan, but he is not the creative director of this album, this Cardi album. And Akademiks sees this and he replies in the following clip.
Kendrick fan, but he not creative director this Cardi album. Okay, am I supposed to react to this? Somebody said Ak is lame. Yo, bro, y'all really, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, chat, I've been covering hip-hop for 15 years. I'm in my 30s. I know the main actors. I don't know, like, these side characters. No disrespect to Filthy. I don't know who the Filthy is. Filthy, this ain't a war of words, my nigga. Like, I really don't give a fuck. The point is this. Kendrick's on the album. Is he not? Like, what? I don't even want to argue with no nigga who's, like, cool with Cardi. Like, bro, like, come on. Like, let's drop the album, my nigga. Again, whether he's a creative director, executive producer, I don't give a fuck. Whatever y'all want to, like, bro, I don't. Again, I'm also not here to try to reduce or make people feel like this ain't Cardi. This is completely Cardi's album. This is Cardi's album. So I think that was your premise, that this is... I agree with this premise here. This is Cardi's album, okay? So I'm with you. Here's the thing. I think hip-hop is in a space where, like, as soon as you mention Dot, you mention, like, Drake, like, niggas want to be like, oh, my God, it's all about them. No. What Drake got going on. What Kendrick got going on. It's all about Cardi. And I'm with that. I'm with that, right? And if Kendrick or whatever he got going on is a distraction, I'm with you on that, okay? But Kendrick did help shape this album. Like, let's stop playing, okay? Like, bro, like, we don't have to, like, joke at this point. And again, this is why the album just came out at midnight, because, like, niggas would have heard it and thought whatever. But now we gotta wait. Again, I'm only going off what Cardi told me, but it doesn't matter. Like, I don't give a fuck enough to, like, again, with all due respect, I wish I was off stream right now. I just need to hear the music. And I want to stay on stream that people could at least listen and be like, oh, Ak wasn't lying to us. Oh, no, we heard some great songs. Oh, damn, Ak said the album was mad dope. This shit is actually mad dope, bro. I don't want to argue with, like, again, and this is why I think, this is why he ain't probably announced Kendrick, my nigga, because once you hear Kendrick name, and this is the sad part about it, you hear Kendrick name, you hear Drake name, it's like these two, like, niggas is back and forth all day. Like, all fucking day, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this got nothing to do with Cardi, bro. This is Cardi's wave. Like, I'll say that. But the reality is, if y'all are acting like that is not, I don't know, maybe the reaction towards the preemptive announcement, people are backing off the Kendrick thing. But what I was told was that Kendrick was heavy-handed with trying to help shape the album. But okay, if y'all want to act like he has nothing to do with it and he just has a feature, or maybe I take the feature off. I don't know. What the hell? I don't give a damn. I ain't say that what Kendrick did was whack. I think it was dope.
So this is a decent response. I will be honest and say, I'll get to the point actually in a second. Well, this is the point. But YesJulz replies to this in a quote and says, not knowing Filthy is one of Cardi's main collaborators in 2025 as a journalist covering hip hop is surely one way to admit you suck at your job. And then she has a shrugs emoji. And this is pathetic because for multiple different reasons. Number one, Akademiks, this is bait. So she fell for the bait and she wants to get this dunk moment. YesJulz needs to look around the room because while a lot of people do hate Akademiks, she is still more hated and she thinks she's not more hated, but she is. Well, it's not that she's more hated. People just don't care about her. Like, industry people care about YesJulz. They like her. They have good things to say about her. But everyone outside of that, they don't mess with her. They hate her. I don't know why. I don't necessarily hate her. I just don't really care. Regardless, Akademiks always does. He has this habit of pretending like he doesn't know who certain people are. And I know this to be true 100%. Now, this doesn't happen every time, but Akademiks knows who Filthy is. Now, maybe he doesn't know to what extent Filthy is involved in certain things, but because Filthy replied to this in a certain way, Akademiks is going to try to save face and pretend that he doesn't know Filthy is in a way to diminish his importance or how much he should or shouldn't care about what he just said. He does this all the time. There are a bunch of people, he'll purposely mispronounce names of people that he knows. And I know that he knows them. And he'll do this all the time. I don't know why he does it, but he does. So this is why I'm saying it's funny from both ends. Regardless, Akademiks follows it up by just going absolutely ballistic on YesJulz in the following tweet where he says, "Eat a D and die, WHORE." This tweet was later either deleted or removed because I was not able to find it for some reason. And trust me, I looked for it. So we're just going to take the screen cap from the video clip because he follows it up in a video clip.
Whore, YesJulz even trying to talk to me. Bitch, you spent half your fucking life on your knees, get your back blown out and sucking, guzzling fucking semen, you fucking whore. How dare you talk to me? You done sucked up half the industry talking about Big Ak. You fucking whore. I don't want to hear nothing from the whore today, bruh. Sit your ass up. Get some Listerine. Fucking cock sucking. When it's dick sucking time, we'll call you. Fuck. How don't you know this guy? Nigga, maybe because you sucked up the entire studio for every nigga studio session, you fucking whore. I don't know the runner. I don't know the engineer. I don't know these other niggas. I know the artists. You done sucked everybody's executive to athletes to fucking producers. Yo, fucking bitch.
So as you guys just heard, he is not messing around. YesJulz replies to this hours later and says, "Bro, about to pop a blood vessel." Laughing emoji. I don't go back and forth with incels. This has to be the most misused word of the past decade. It has to be this word, but it's also so out of style. Like, who really even uses this anymore? I feel like in the past 16 months it fell out. It's one of those words that people just don't care about anymore. It's just, I got something for that little cootie patootie though. I don't even know what that means. And then somebody says, "How do you listen to a whole lot of Red and not know who Filthy is?" They were literally telling him to wake up through the album. He don't listen to music for real. He's just a gossip blogger. This is the thing. Akademiks was never a fan of a whole lot of Red. That's the thing. When do you hear Akademiks play a whole lot of Red? Now, Cardi grew up on Ag. He messes with them to a degree. And that's why we get a lot of the leaks that we get or announcements that we get. And I think her just trying to diminish this whole journalist thing is disrespectful. Like, Ak's broken a lot of news, man. And you don't have to like somebody to understand what he does. And then someone says, "Just be loud and drunk on stream." And she says, "Could be at the gym, but he wants to give people a reason to put big in front of his name." This is, again, the body shaming thing, which I don't necessarily mind. But she continues on. And actually, Akademiks, yeah, he replies. And then she keeps going. "Man's been on his knees for Drake all year and can't actually name one person I've been with in the industry, but I'm the hoe? Spare me." Now, there is this rumor that she was with LeBron James and a ton of other people. I don't know if that's true. I do think the rumors around YesJulz getting around were largely overblown just because of her appearance. But anyway, she goes on to continue to attack Akademiks. Says, "Ain't ever broke a record, developed an artist, given back to the community, thrown an event, given a positive platform to anyone. What's he done besides stream from his little den again? I'll wait." Well, this is the problem. Like, YesJulz is such a hater and is trying to ride this wave of hate that she will even lie and make people who aren't even gonna defend Akademiks or people that are critical of Akademiks for the things that he deserves to be criticized for, defend him. So for example, Ain't Ever Broke a Record. Is the guy an A&R? Has he ever pretended to be an A&R? Has he ever said he's on the bleeding edge of new music? He's repeatedly told everyone, like, hey, once you get lit and popping, once you hit Billboard, that's when I'll check out your music. He said the same thing about Ken Carson. So why does he have to break a record? And then number two, developed an artist. Is he an A&R? Did he ever pretend to be? He said he's a journalist, and you criticized him for not being a journalist media personality. So why does he need to develop an artist? So now she's just picking at straws. Giving back to the community, what does that mean? What is the community? Because YesJulz, I mean, you guys can see YesJulz's appearance, right? So what community is she talking about? Thrown an event. He actually did throw an event. I think he's throwing an event for his birthday or something. And he also threw an event in London. So he threw an event, which is something that's not required of a journalist or a media personality either way. Given a positive platform to anyone. Well, some people will say that he gave a positive platform to 6ix9ine to be able to speak when nobody else wanted to speak to him. And 6ix9ine blew up. So he could say he also developed that artist, if you want to say that. But he did give him a positive platform, and he gave XXXTentacion a positive platform when nobody else wanted to cover him either. So I don't get where she's coming from there. And what's he done besides stream? Well, Everyday Struggle. Everyday Struggle was done in person, and that's really what took him to the next level outside of the internet. Yeah, she can keep waiting because these answers are really obvious. And what makes his opinion on music relevant if he doesn't even know who the producers for his favorite artists are? It's cool if you don't know who someone is, but to rudely sit there on a stream in front of thousands claiming someone's word is irrelevant because you don't know who they are is wild disrespectful. He needs to work at Subway. It seems he would be more knowledgeable in that space. This is like corny, lame, fat jokes. And then she talks about... He never said that he's the most musical guy. This isn't the Anthony Fantano. And this is the problem with people when they don't like someone. They criticize them based on criteria that individual does not even judge themselves or represent themselves by. Akademiks is not a music aficionado nerd like Anthony Fantano. He's never claimed to be. But she's saying, oh, is music relevant and he doesn't know the producers? Oh, so is he supposed to know the engineer now too? And who laid the loops or who laid the drums and who put the loops down? Come on. But YesJulz thinks this stuff is important, which it is important, but that's besides the point here. This whole thing is the artist. And then the worst part about this, if Rumble disappears tomorrow, how's he going to eat? What's his skill set? Number one, people used to say the same thing about Twitch. Akademiks is permanently banned on Twitch, and he seems to be doing just fine. The guy's transcended it. It's like saying, oh, what if Stephen A. Smith gets banned from ESPN tomorrow? Okay. He's going to go somewhere else. And Ak's primary platform has always been YouTube. Even now, Rumble. Rumble is his lowest viewing. The hell? And I think his Rumble deal expired. I think he even said he still streams on there just out of the love. He had a 1-year deal with them, if I'm not mistaken. So the fact that she's just associating his career with Rumble is shocking, to say the least. And then not to mention the fact that he had a Spotify deal and he's got Instagram, which makes him a killing. But she retweets Guapdad, the rapper, and it's a previous clip that I played from you guys where he says, I don't understand how somebody this corny got this far. Once we get rid of the Axe and the Andrew Tates and whatnot, we'll stop getting so many insults. Another word that's overused. This is a problem that I think many people have that are out of touch and either in certain spaces where they're echo chambers and they don't realize what's going on in the rest of the world around them, not the rest of the actual world, even just the English-speaking world. Because Akademiks and Andrew Tate don't really have anything to do with each other. Number two, someone getting this far, it's because they resonate with people. And someone like Akademiks, a lot of people watch him not necessarily because they like him or they condone what he does or they co-sign what he says, but they just find him to be, number one, off rip. He's getting the information that nobody else has. So there's that. That's enough of a reason for people to be watching him. Number two, some people just find him genuinely entertaining and they just like the effery, right? Let's call it that. They may not like him at all. They may just be there for the foolery, and that's enough for them. And then there's, of course, a segment of people that actually like him and are invested in him and support him. So there's different groups of people watching, but the thing is, they're all watching. which contributes. But when it comes down to like, oh, if we take out people, let's to address the Andrew Tate point, an individual like that cannot blow up if thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of people do not already feel a way that the message will hit. That's the thing. That's why like the whole quote unquote woke stuff, whatever people want to call it, that's not hitting in the past 12 months the way that it did in 2016 to 2022, because a lot of people are getting fed up with it. They're getting frustrated with it, and the tide is turning. So whenever some figure comes up, it's not because of the figure necessarily. It's because the figure is, it is because of the figure, but the figure is also saying something that many people already feel and resonate with. They're just saying, oh, wow, well, this person's finally putting it out there. So that's just to address that point. And yeah, people are talking about, another tweet says he's done everything. You listed Cardi and the SoundCloud era wouldn't have got that spotlight if it wasn't for Act Platform covering them in the beginning. This is hit or miss. I don't necessarily agree or disagree with the statement. I could go into a whole side tangent about it, but she says, y'all see this ish? Ain't no way. He definitely contributed, so she's trying to diminish that. The problem is, YesJulz loves to get herself into drama. Number one, remember when she was rolling with Ye during the Vultures thing, and then she got fired, and then she tried to blame it on that dude Milo and say, oh man, Milo ruined it for me, blah blah blah, and then Ye said, well, Milo's not working for me either and you're still fired. So she got fired there. YesJulz single-handedly killed Daniel Caesar's career because he decided to defend her for wearing braids, which was, jeez, man, Daniel Caesar really stuck his neck out for this chick. And then YesJulz is one of the first people to fall off after dropping a tape. And I'm not talking about a mixtape. I'm talking about a tape in general. YesJulz also hasn't done anything in music for who knows how long, anything relevant. She did help break 070 Shake, but that's pretty much it. I'm not trying to knock down that accomplishment. But yeah, YesJulz, people were thirsting after her. They were lusting after her. That was part of the reason why she was famous. And then a tape dropped, that kind of tape, and she completely fell off. That's one of the, like, Kim Kardashian made a career off of that. YesJulz completely fell off of that. And then she tried to do the whole family thing. I think she got pregnant, had a kid with an NFL player. No surprise there. And then they break up, and then she gets back into she leaves the whole, oh, I'm going to be a mommy thing, and is basically now a Snapchat influencer. But I think she is so jealous and frustrated that Akademiks is a figure that is indicative of where she saw herself had her career not been derailed. I don't know how it got derailed, but she maybe always saw herself in that position where people were listening to her for her musical opinions as well as her thoughts on the industry as a whole. But other than her industry friends, YesJulz, nobody cares about you for that. People were always just thirsting after you. They were always lusting after you, and she was part of that because that's all she posted on Instagram, and it helped her kick off her parties and all those other things. But she just got to chalk it up to the game. And whilst people may hate Akademiks for one reason or another, he is a staple. He has managed to stay here, and you have not. So who are you going to be mad at other than yourself? And in this case, she's wrong about most of the things that she was talking about. She's trying to turn Akademiks into like this music journalist. Well, not music journalist in that way, because he is. Like, the guy's gotten us a lot of facts. So this is just amateur hour from YesJulz, and I'm starting to see why YesJulz is disliked by so many people. In the beginning, I thought she was just getting overly hated, but seeing the way she interacts after not getting what she wants, I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one. Go to helloyassine.com. I give my thoughts on all these things way earlier.
Thank you for watching. Peace.